And you know, once it's on there, it's there. Even if you take it down, someone has the records. There are vast, vast, vast vaults underneath the ground that just completely store all the activity that goes on the internet. So everything you do on the computer is tracked. Everything you do on text messaging, on your telephones, everything is recorded. Do not kid yourself to think it is not. Recently we were telling the home group, we said, you know, someone was talking to our vehicle about being outdoors and perhaps mowing the lawn in your birthday suit or something like this and really being in nature. If you are going to mow the lawn in your birthday suit, even if you're out in the middle of nowhere, the satellites are going overhead. Everything is photographed, everything is recorded. And as you know, here in England, you have cameras everywhere. What is the average? It used to be you showed up on the TV here at least 300 times a day on the CCTVs, yes? Perhaps now it is 600, and perhaps by 2012 you will show up 2,000, 3,000 times a day. Cameras will be everywhere. So how do you navigate this kind of invasion of privacy, this kind of addiction, this gluttony for technology? Personally, you have to make wise choices. As we said, keep things in balance. Best off with a TV if you don't have one. If you do happen to have one, unplug it and cover it over. For many years, TVs can be used to insidiously spy on people. And certainly with the new kinds of TVs that are out there, just connect the dots and add them up. You will figure it out. So we suggest with light footprints with technology, nothing technological in the bedroom. And if you have a TV in the bedroom, it's not a good place for it. It energetically weakens the system. No electricity, clocks, digital clocks, all these things, computers, even music. You don't want these things in the bedroom. You must have a sanctuary. You say, well, this music I like, it is my favorite music. Yes, it may be your favorite music, but you need a place that is a sanctuary where you are electronically free. So choices are going to be key. And as our vehicle was sharing with you earlier, there is potentially a time when systems are blown. Some people were asking us over the years, oh, when's the internet going to crash, and when's this, and when's this, and when's this? Well, you know, we can look on the lines of time, and we don't always interpret the dates to extreme precision, and that's why we refer you to look at the astrological configurations. They will show you the trends, and the trends have potentials within them. So systemic problems are going to start soon, as our vehicle was pointing out. You are beginning a 2-year journey into some new energy of Saturn and Uranus. Sort of like a tug of war. Uranus saying, come on, wake up, get that higher mind going, revolution time with the mind. And Saturn saying, wait a minute here, we're not budging from the old system. So it's like two opposing forces clashing each other. And of course, there is going to be some kind of implosion, explosion, etc. along these lines. Again, society will start to unravel. It can be something as simple as the systems that you rely upon may no longer be there. You may have queues that you have to stand in for all kinds of things. The funds will disappear. Social structures that you take for granted may not be able to sustain themselves. Education will come under greater and greater and greater stress. Sometimes a collective has to reach a bottom line before they awaken to something new. So again, Susanna and everyone, you must walk with care during these years, and you will find that your sources of vitality will come from the natural world. We know here in this part of the world you do not get a lot of sunshine. That is too bad. truly, because it is through the sun that your soul and spirit is enlivened. You get vitamin D on a practical level. Your body needs vitamin D to relax, to function, to have strong bones, to strengthen the physical form. And speaking of strengthening the physical form, it would be a good idea for all of you to make your body stronger in some way, stronger immune system, stronger bones, stronger teeth, stronger structure, so that you can handle, let's say, the changes in energy and remain grounded and present. Love is also very, very important. A cadre of friends, a social system, and learning how to get along with people and sharing ideas, all these things can add to, let's say, having greater ease during these times. Does that help you, Susanna?
Yes, thank you.
Anything else?
I'm sure I'll think of something later.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. She said she'll think of something later. Who else has a question here?
Please, this is Jackie.
Jackie, loud and clear. Jackie?
I wonder if you can tell us how best to use the transformative power of Pluto in Capricorn.
How best to use the transformative powers
Of Pluto in Capricorn.
of Pluto in Capricorn.
Especially in relation to our bones, to heal and strengthen them.
All right, in relationship to bones. All right, this is one of those astrological questions that we will turn into symbols. Everything is a symbol. You know this? You think things are not symbols, but everything is a symbol for something else. And a symbol can have layers and layers and layers of projected meanings onto it. And so this is what astrology involves, projections of ideas. Capricorn, as our vehicle said to you, on a clock, would stand at 12 o'clock at the top. The sign of Capricorn would be between 12 and 11. And symbolically, it rules the bones of the body. The bones, and it also rules governments and systems and structures. So not only is it the structures of the world, but it is also the structure of the physical form. Pluto is always associated with transformation, as Jackie said. Transformation. Quite simply, transformation can be seen in the life of a caterpillar turning to a butterfly. It can be seen in the infusion of the spirit into the physical body, and suddenly you are a babe, and then you mature and you grow old and you die. That is also transformation. Transformation means that there is a form, and then that form changes into something else, or it is transformed. So Pluto is the force in the heavens that affects this transformation. Sometimes these transformations can be violent, such as nuclear. Certainly Pluto is affiliated with nuclear energy, and certainly today you've had the nuclear, let's say, word being bubbled and heated up. The events in Georgia and other places are all about who can put what where and who is going to nuke who, and etc., etc. And just to, let's say, spin off on that subject for a moment, remember that it was after World War II that you started this great Cold War, so to speak. What is a Cold War? It sort of is a war of attitudes, yes? Hot war, boom, boom, firing, violence. But a Cold War, what does that imply? Well, let's say this, that from a behind-the-scenes perspective, the Cold War had more to do with a cover story. Let's project this out there so the masses live in fear, and they have to every month duck under their desks when the air raid sirens go off, and to prepare for this fearful thing that is coming. Well, there was great fear in the 40s, and it wasn't just about this idea of potential nuclear annihilation. Certainly, Hiroshima and Nagasaki left a very tragic imprint on the collective consciousness of humanity.